my speech of demonstration. This is going to be my lovely model for the process. My audience, we're working with kind of limited space here, so we're at a party. Okay, here's my PowerPoint presentation, and these are going to be all my supplies. Okay, so everyone knows that a fresh face of makeup can make you look confident. It's very important to listen to this speech because you can learn a new look, and you can pass on your knowledge to your friends. All the ladies in the audience, pay attention. You can use this look later. Only takes 5 minutes. And gentlemen, if you like makeup too, you can use it, or you can pass the knowledge on to your significant other. So this was a 5-minute face I did earlier in the day. If you can see it, super simple, super easy. And these are the supplies that we're gonna have. So a little preview. You wanna get your supplies ready, which we have all our supplies right now. You wanna get to work, and then you wanna reveal the finished product. So we have all our supplies here. We have our face makeup, so our foundation. And my mom has a beautiful complexion already, so we don't need any sort of concealer, any blemish coverage. We have our beauty blender, our foundation brush, and then after the foundation is on, we have our blush, our highlighter, and our 2 brushes for that. And then for our eye makeup, we have our mascara and eyeliner and our foundation palettes. So to start off, you're gonna wanna work with a fresh face, which my mother has right now. She moisturized and cleaned before we started. So we're gonna start to apply the face makeup. And what I do with my foundation, actually, let's switch this. So these are all my supplies. I listed my supplies for the face and the price. You can get all of these supplies at Ulta, Sephora, or your local drugstore. So I always put a little pump onto my hand, easier to work with. Now when I do this, I quite literally paint the face with my foundation. Some people do it different, but that's how we're gonna do it today. So, can everyone see? Can you see, Liv?
Yes.
So we're just gonna paint it on.
Does it matter which direction the strokes go?
It does not matter which direction. Whatever you're feeling, you would just want a nice little base.
And any areas of the face need more?
If you have some red spots, you might. But like I said, my mother's complexion is beautiful, ageless, so.
I cut off this gentleman.
Dad, do you have a question?
So any direction with the strokes is okay?
Any direction. Left to right, up and down, back and forth.
And you said men can do this too?
Men can do it too. Makeup doesn't prefer gender, so.
I think it does.
Okay, well that's your own person.
Like,
Do you have to like really mix it in?
No, this is just kind of, the beauty blender will help you mix it in later. So beauty blender, before you start, you're just gonna rinse it under the sink, squeeze it, and blot it with a towel. So for the beauty blender, you're just gonna do exactly what that is, blend it in.
Can you use a paper towel instead of a regular towel?
I've tried to do that in the past, and it doesn't quite absorb as well as a towel does.
Yeah, fine, thank you.
So you just kind of want to get all in there. I try to go over the eyelids as well, just because you want to even. Over the lips too. We'll clean that off later with some micellar
Does
water.
that leave bruises?
Nope. Unless you're patting really hard, but I don't think you should be. You doing okay, Mom? Great. And this foundation is really nice and lightweight, so adds a little luminescence.
Auntie Ellen, do you agree?
I agree.
How's it feeling, Mom?
So far, so good.
And instead of adding a new layer underneath, I'm just gonna use the residual foundation on this to do the neck, so you make sure you don't have a line.
Oh, that's good tip.
Excellent.
Very important. Okay, you can go ahead and open your eyes. Looks beautiful and even. So next I'm gonna move to the eyes. I like to do the blush and the highlighter after, so you just let the face makeup settle a little bit.
I like that tip.
Thank you. So I don't use an eyeliner pen. Okay, we're moving on to the eyes. Thank you, Uncle Scott. So I don't like to use an eyeliner brush. I like to just use the foundation. So I'm gonna use this dark color, brown, which matches with my mother's eyebrows. And we're just gonna use the end of this little brush. It's gonna be nice and light, nothing too crazy. If you feel like there's too much on the brush, you can just dab a little bit, and then it's just gonna be little, you can see mine, they're just just a little bit.
Is it okay to dye your eyebrows?
If you want to. I know some people get them tattooed, but that's not going to be part of our tutorial for today. So just go along with the natural progression of the brow. You can see how that's just a nice light color. We're going to do it again. Just a little dab.
I like how that gives definition.
Little definition, right?
Kind of like working out.
You're learning some tips.
Okay. So the eyebrows are done now. We're just going to do a nice light shimmery eyeshadow. And I have this palette, which is the Be Naturally You eyeshadow palette from Tarte. So these palettes are a little more expensive and you wouldn't be able to buy them at a drugstore. So like I said, you could go to your Ulta, you could go to your Sephora. Any color that you prefer, Mom?
A matte color.
A matte?
Not too shimmery.
I have
Okay.
a question.
Yes.
Can you find alternatives at the drugstore?
You sure can. There are quite a couple of, maybe, I don't want to say knockoff because they're just as good, but a little bit of an off-brand product. I know they have that palette especially off-brand. We're going to give my mom a little nice light pink today. You can go ahead and close. Just a little pop of color to define her beautiful brown eyes.
Do you apply the shadow all over the lid or just a certain section?
Yeah, so with this nice color to begin with, we're going to do all over the eyes.
How often do you have to like change your brushes or clean them or get new ones?
That's actually a great question. So I clean my brushes every time they get a little bit crusty looking, you know. I just use my warm water and some Dove soap and just kind of brush them out and then rinse it with clean water. So we're gonna go ahead and I'll show you this palette. We're gonna pick a darker color to go on top of the typical color and we're gonna blend it. But it's not gonna be anything crazy, Mom. You know what, let's switch to this palette. We're gonna give you a little shimmer and it's gonna be okay. Okay, close. So this is the other end of the brush. I'm just gonna tap, tap,
Comes
tap.
the beauty train.
Tap, 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 tap. Nice. We're gonna do the same with this side. Tap, 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 tap. And then I'm gonna use this end of the brush to blend it, because you don't want those, you know, lines.
Hard crease.
Hard creases, yep. Nice.
Now, is this the fluffier side of the brush or the harder side of
It's
the
gonna
brush?
be the fluffier to blend. You always wanna blend with a nice plump brush.
A nice plump fluff. How plump?
Just like this. You can see the end of this brush. Yep.
Plump.
Okay. Let's see. Let's look at me. So, okay, I'm gonna bend down. This is a nice liquid eyeliner. I prefer liquid over a pencil. Pencils get a little creasy. Okay? And I like to do a nice wing, but I know my mom doesn't like wings, so we're gonna keep it nice and casual.
What is a wing?
I'll show you a wing in 1 second. Okay, open. Okay.
No, it looks good.
And John, you look amazing.
And I start at the outer edge of the eye and go out, and then start with the inner edge. Can you turn your head? You got a little smudge.
I personally think that women my sister's age and my wife's age should take tips about doing their eyes from the young age. I think it's one of the big mistakes that they don't actually do their eyes the same way. Not exactly like you guys do, but I think you could fix it.
So since we had a little smudge, I'm going to use this micellar water and a Q-tip, and this takes the smudge right off. Go ahead and close.
Wait, what's in that?
It's called micellar water. It's just a makeup remover. And for the sake of time, I'm just going to do the rest on this eye and leave this eye to finish later. So I have this CoverGirl mascara. This is a drugstore makeup. Works just as well as anything else. So you're gonna go ahead and look up. You always want, if you're doing this on someone else, look up. It's a lot easier. And I just use the end like that. And some people prefer to do the bottom lashes, like mine are a little done, but I know my mom doesn't like that either. So, like I said, we're just gonna do this eye, and we have a nice little smudge over here, so we're just gonna take that away with the micellar water. See how easy that takes that off?
Super.
Okay, and then for the rest, we're just gonna do this blush. We have my nice fluffy brush. Just pat, 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 and then I go like that just to get the extra off. And you just wanna do the apple of the cheeks, so while you're learning, you can just do like a little smile. Smile for me, yep, and that's just like that, and up. And it just adds a nice little natural color. And up. And then for the last thing we're gonna do, we are going to do a little highlight right here.
What does highlight do?
Highlight just kind of brings out the natural line of the cheeks. It just adds a little pop. So if you turn your head, the sun hits it, it's beautiful.
A nice little pop, pop.
Can I have this? Okay, just like that. You can take this back. So like I said, if we had the time allowance, I know this has to be 5 minutes, I would do both eyes. So once you're done with your 5-minute look, you're gonna take a look, see for any smudges, any areas where the makeup needs to be removed with the micellar water. But once that's done and you feel confident in your face, you can go show it off to your friends, show it off to your significant other, feel fresh. So just a little review, you wanna gather your supplies, have a look in mind that you want. You're gonna get to work on a look like we just did, and then you're gonna go ahead and reveal your look. And this will help you feel more confident, fresh, give you a nice little pop of life. That's it. Anyone have any questions?
What about the lips?
I like to leave a nude lip for a 5-minute face because we're at a casual event. We're just gonna keep it plain and simple, but usually we're gonna, we could do a nice gloss, a nice matte lipstick, depending on what you want. Yes, Dad?
Where can I buy these products?
Like I said before, if you want the drugstore makeup, CVS, Walgreens, Walmart, any superstore. If you want the more high-end products like the Tartelette or the Too Faced blush, you're gonna go to Ulta or Sephora.
Are you available to apply makeup if we so desire?
If you want a 5-minute face, I could do it right now. After we're done. Yes, Uncle Scott?
Can I get a copy of your slides?
I can send you my slides. Could you see them clearly? Everything looks good?
Perfectly clear.
Okay,
It's like perfect.
okay.
Make sure she's
Okay, and go ahead and pan the audience one more time. Perfect.